We're canoeing along. My brother was up in front, and he's saying, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right, rock straight ahead, rock to the right, rocks to the left. And then we're going through, and we're cruising, and we're just hitting these rapids, and water's flying into the boat, and it's flying in our faces. And then all of a sudden, our canoe goes, bam! And it gets stuck right up against a rock. And we couldn't move it. And my brother turns around to me, and he says, I said go left! And I turned around and go to him, and I said, I didn't hear you! And there, in the middle of a canoe, we got into the worst fist fight of our life. Do you know what exceedingly great joy looks like? The star's back! That's so awesome! Yes! That's exceedingly great joy. Can you guys do exceedingly great joy? What does exceedingly great joy look like? You got it. Satan takes him up to the top of this mountain, and he shows him all the kingdoms of the world. And Satan says, I will give all these kingdoms to you, Jesus, if you just bow down and worship me. You see, if Jesus was willing to take a shortcut to ruling the world, if he would, just forget about dying on the cross for us and just worship Satan, Satan promised to give him all the kingdoms of the world, but Jesus wouldn't do that. Jesus wouldn't be distracted. He said, you shall worship the Lord your God and him alone. That was one of those times when my big brother Jesus, my heavenly big brother, was at his absolute best. David wasn't even in the room. He wasn't even invited to the party. He wasn't even invited to worship with them that day. He was just a young, scrawny kid. He was out taking care of the sheep. It wasn't until God says, there's got to be another son. Go invite him. And Samuel says, where's your other boy? No, this is all of them. Well, there is one the youngest, but why would you call him as the king? Samuel said, we're not even going to sit down to eat until he gets here. God's doing the exact same thing with us. He's not looking at you on the outside to evaluate whether or not you're good enough to be a part of his kingdom. You're a part of his kingdom by grace through faith. You're a part of his kingdom because he loves you and he's chosen you. It's not how many tackles you have. It's not how many shots you've made on the basketball court. It's not what you look like. It's not what you dress like. It's not what your hair looks like. And I hope it's not what my beard looks like. God is looking at your heart. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what wind is blowing. I don't know what you're afraid of, but I know this. God's got this great plan for you. He's got this great new life for you. He wants to save you. He wants you to walk on water. He wants you to walk in faith. And he wants you to live with him and walk with him in a relationship all the way to eternal life. He wants to cleanse you from sin. He wants to take away your fear, and he wants to take away your anxiety. But most importantly, he wants you. The work that he's doing to save us, we couldn't do it ourselves. It is by grace you have been saved through faith. It's not of yourselves, it's the gift of God.